Hey, this is NowMGover coming at you with another game, and this will be a pro game between Huck, the red Protoss, and exoticLeuk, we'll call him Exotic, the blue Terran. So this map is Delta Quadrant, and let me just go ahead and say, I am a big Huck fanboy. I recently started trying to play a little Protoss, and Huck is just the man with a plan and a Protoss set mindset. So yeah, I'm very interested in seeing this game. I have not watched this game. Downloaded it from sc2replayed.com. I really like that site. I'm going to plug them for just a second because you can filter all the stuff you want in a replay. So if you're a caster trying to get new games, because people didn't email you games, email me games at analbumcover@gmail.com. But if you don't have any games that people send you, you can filter games and get games you want. So basically what I did for this search is I said, I want 1v1 games. I want, I think for this one I actually just searched Huck. So, but you can search like race, like Zerg first Terran, or Zerg first Protoss, or Zerg first Zerg, or anything you want. And it's really handy. You can pick which league the players are in, and of course this is Diamond because these are the ballers. Huck is, I think 2 weeks ago, he was ranked #1 on the US servers. And and exoticLeuk, will you be my girlfriend? Oh please. We're not all that lucky, Huck. I mean, we're not all that Hucky. I'm just gonna leave that sentence alone. And Huck is, of course, a boy, more like a Protoss man. But oh, his grandfather, not girlfriend. So I misread that. But as we can see, Huck throwing down his gateway and then cybercore immediately, pretty much. This is actually what I've been doing off some of his games, is sometimes he'll go gateway cyber and then he will go for robotics, and that's pretty cool because he likes to get out an early observer. And Huck asking, will you be my GF, if you don't mind me cheating. So yeah, and that early robotics, fast rush to robotics is good for the observer. And also I've seen him do, and I'm trying to work on a timing push that involves one immortal and then a few other gateway units. It's pretty good. Teenager Huck is 21, so he could celebrate if he wins this game with a drink. But if he doesn't, he can still celebrate with a drink because he's 21 apparently. So yeah, we just see both players. Huck, yeah, really macroing up very well. He's been using Chrono Boost a lot on his Nexus, although just when I say that, he does choose to use it for his warp gate research. He yeah, so he's actually got that advantage. He's actually got 5 harvester advantage, and right now he is just sending up this probe to take some of the initial damage and do some of the scouting. So very good play there, and Huck really just out here with a Stalker and Zealot, and just trying to poke around a little bit and seeing what he can do and harass with. And actually Huck already expanding, so not seeing anything too crazy from his opponent, and thinks he can just go ahead and expand. So we can see Exotic is going for, it looks like, nope, 2 barracks and a factory. I was gonna say 3 racks, but not at all. And yep, we don't see okay, another gateway. So gonna be focusing more on those gateway units. Even here a 3rd gateway. I would say even possibly I would say a 4-gate, but usually 4-gate doesn't encompass a 2nd Nexus. So Huck is starting to get out a small army of gateway units, but here comes an army from Exotic. And right now, yeah, Huck needs to try to guard this ramp here. He's got Guardian Shield up, and that is going to be helpful, but it's not actually going to be good. Yeah, this Marauder does have concussive shell, so it is going to be able to slow down this entire army. And another Marauder coming in here rather quickly. We do see 2 sentries here being warped in, but actually cancel them and going to warp them in back here. So interesting to see why he warps them in here instead of up here and maybe trying to guard his ramp. Okay, he does force field. Okay, 2 great force fields. Wow. Trapping in a Marauder here and a Marine there, but actually not doing a whole lot of damage as far as those sentries are concerned. So warping in a couple of Stalkers, and really Exotic, if Exotic had come in here into the main, he would be putting a lot more pressure on Huck, because while Huck has indeed lost a lot of resources, both in troops and in, of course, that Nexus and Pylon and whatnot, Huck is forced to pull off these probes. He's still somewhat in the game by the fact that, I mean, he hasn't quit yet, he hasn't given up yet. If he does do that, like I said, I don't know how this turns out, but yeah, if Exotic had come up here and started attacking the probe line and some of these pylons up here, then I feel like that would have been more of a game-ending moment. But yeah, Huck does have some sentries here, so he's gonna flop down some force fields when he needs to, and the Concussive just able to really put a hurt on these Stalkers. So yeah, Huck is in a bad position, and we can see Exotic going to float over this factory to give a spot for the high ground, so these units can actually shoot up on here on the top from down low. It certainly looks like that is what is happening. So I can't think of any other reason he'd fly his factory over here. Maybe just to say, hey, this is my factory, you should appreciate it, because I appreciate it. But doesn't seem that's what's gonna happen. Yep, gonna fly that factory over here, and these troops gonna move in here and actually gonna pull this factory back. Good, an excellent force field here, splitting these units in half, and is gonna be able to kill off half those troops. However, actually Exotic gonna land this factory up here just because it can take so much damage. Actually, he canceled that just in the last minute. Huck puts a Zealot there where it's gonna land. So Huck with another great force field. His micro is really impressive. Huck with an average APM of 192. So while I'm sure you've heard everyone say, and I agree, APM doesn't always translate into skill, it certainly helps. So yeah, this is great right here. Now Exotic did lose a lot of units right now, and of course, while Huck has still lost a lot more, Exotic has caught up with him a little bit in that respect. So this huge army of pretty much Marauders here is moving back here, and so basically Exotic is saying, you know what, you can stay up there, that's fine with me, I'm just going to expand, because right now I'm at an advantage, and if I increase that with an expansion, then it will be amazing. And Huck saying, you know what, you may try to do whatever you're going to do, because Huck doesn't know about this expansion yet, but I'm going to get a Void Ray, and against mass Marauders like Exotic does have, Huck stands a good chance against these Marauders. Now, however, Marines will just tear through a Void Ray, and looks like, yeah, Huck is going to lose this if he does not pull back. These Marines do stem, and Huck just microwave away very, very good. The way he chose to go over this right this way and then back over here made it so that even those stemmed Marines could not actually catch up to it quick enough. Automaton 2000 is quite lost. He's not really sure what he's doing out there. So, and this Raven is could be in a lot of trouble. This Raven here just left out in the middle of the field by Exotic and does get sniped off. So now there are two Void Rays right now. Not another one in on the way, but however, Huck is rebuilding his Nexus. He basically, when he came down in here, he saw this command center being built, and although he didn't actually kill anything with that first Void Ray, he was able to see that Exotic was going to focus more on his macro, and so his unit production would have to go down because of that. And these Void Rays trying to get charged up on the supply depot, but just not actually being able to kill anything at the moment. So these Void Rays, Huck doing a great job getting the shields down to 4 and then pulling back. So not actually taking any more damage on that already damaged Void Ray. Excuse me, I both in this cast and in the last cast, I ate lunch right before I did these casts, and man, it was good. It was awesome. It was a like a microwavable thing, but it was a steaming microwavable thing. and it was like this whiskey steak something. Oh man, it was great. So these Void Rays are here in the base right here, and Exotic not going to be in position right now. However, these Marines are medevaced up here and do stem, so they're able to snipe out off both of those Void Rays. Meanwhile, Huck has got his army, mainly a lot of zealots, because of course those Void Rays are do use the gas a bit, and so we can see how that Exotic is going to move out here with lots of Marines. He's been making mostly Marines at this point. If Huck can get some good force fields down, 3 excellent force fields, and that will really give Huck the advantage, at least momentarily. Yeah, 2 more force fields, so he is basically going to waylay against these right here, but I'm not sure it's enough. He's throwing down more force fields, so he's really trying to snipe off some of these Marines. The lost tab, Huck has continued to close the gap somewhat, but he is still vastly behind. And now we can see Exotic just getting up his expansion. So excellent micro by this probe, seeing that these units were going to be here and didn't want to die, so Huck moved it. Excellent way to keep the probe alive, Huck. I'm a big fan of that action. So Robotics Bay going down really against this army. Colossi are going to be just amazing. As long as these Marauders don't stem and stem up and snipe that Overlord, I'm sorry, snipe that Colossi, then Huck will be all right. However, if these Marauders do in fact are able to stem, run in, snipe Colossi, then Huck will be in trouble. However, his force fields have been great all game, so I can see him using force fields to his advantage, and we do have the first Colossi coming in at this moment. Look at income right now. Huck is actually a little bit behind right now. Looks like Exotic was able to catch up in that regard, and actually Exotic gonna grab his 3rd base, so his 2nd expansion. This Automaton 2000 is really getting concerned at this point, and some okay force fields. Not really what Huck needed to do right now. However, this Colossi does fall, and that could really spell, yep, Huck GG's. So as much as a Huck fan as I was, you'd think I'd pick a game where he won. However, like I said numerous times, I did not see it before. So yeah, sad day for Huck, but Huck might be someone else's grandfather if they decide to carry through that transaction. So yeah, this is an album cover, signing off.